Greens of one, Sylvain Destiny, back at it with another reaction. As I get something in my eyes, I'm doing this intro again. Yeah. Don't you just hate it when you get that kind of thing just right in the eye, right in the corner? So annoying. Anyway, we're back with every sixth ranger ever, the 50 plus years of Super Sentai and Power Rangers by Acronome Toku. So we'll get into the last bit of this. I think I should be able to complete it today. If I don't, I apologize ahead of time. I am very tired. It's been a long day, and when you work 3 jobs alongside being a YouTube star, it adds up. Well, not quite star. I'm trying to get star status, but the details. So once I get that 1,000th subscriber, I'll be able to proudly bring up the YouTube subscriber trophy. Any day now. Any day. But that's neither here nor there. In the meantime, let's get right into the next of the 6 Rangers.
Steel Rangers as the Gold Ranger. Levi, his connection to Brody also
We
Power Rangers
know this. We saw this.
music.
Here we go. Steel Ranger. The world.
Next, we're going to look at Zhuo the World from Zhuozhi. Misao Mondo was a human who was kidnapped by the Death Galians and transformed into an artificial Zhuozhi. He's fused with the powers of 3 humans, a rhino, wolf, and crocodile, and is initially an enemy of the Zhuozhis. After being freed from Death Galian control, Misao joins the team as Zhuo the World. Zhuo the World was unique among 6 Rangers because he combines 3 animal powers into one. Instead of having a single animal motif, he switched between rhino, wolf, and crocodile forms, making him extremely versatile in combat. He also brings an unusual personality to the 6th Ranger role. After being freed, he becomes insecure, guilt-ridden, and emotionally fragile, which contrasts hard with the confident, flashy 6th Rangers that came before him. Misao first appears as the World in episode 17 and officially becomes Zhuo the World in episode 20. He remained a major character through the rest of Zhuozhi. 2017's Q Ranger featured a huge team of Rangers, but if I had to pick which Ranger embodied the 6th Ranger vibes the best, I'd say it's Tsurugi Otori, better known as Ho-Oh Soldier. Tsurugi was a legendary warrior from the past and the first president of the Space Federation. He fought against Don Armage long before the main events of Q Ranger and was placed into suspended animation afterward. When he wakes up in the present day, he becomes Ho-Oh Soldier and joins the Q Rangers in the fight against Dark Matter. Ho-Oh Soldier is a major extra ranger, but Q Ranger makes the 6th Ranger conversation difficult because the team already starts with 9 Rangers. Rather than being the 6th member, Tsurugi functions more like a legendary additional hero who joins an already massive team. His Phoenix motif and connection to the larger history of the universe make him feel bigger and more mythic than a standard extra ranger.
Fair enough, fair enough.
In 2018, Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger featured one of the most unique Rangers in the history of the franchise with X. Noel Takao was a mysterious thief and GSPO special investigator from the French headquarters. He's also connected to the Lupin collection, having created the changers, vehicles, and other collection-related items. He arrives in Japan to assist both the Lupin Rangers and Pat Rangers, while secretly working toward his own goal of uniting the 2 opposing teams against the Gangler. X is unique because he can transform into 2 different Ranger forms, Lupin X for the Lupin Rangers and Patrin X for the Pat Rangers. This makes him the first Ranger in Sentai to be part of 2 teams at once. The X represents the idea of crossing between both sides, and his 2 forms visually reflect each team. Lupin X has a sleek silver thief-style design, while Patrin X has a police-themed gold design. He appeared from episode 20 onward in Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger. The next Super Sentai 6th Ranger we're going to look at is Ryuso Gold from Ryusoldier.
Yep, the Mosasaur motif. I remember this one going, ooh.
His real name is Kanalo, and he's a knight from the Sea Ryuso tribe, a branch of the Ryuso tribe that separated from the land-based Ryusoldiers long before the main story. He comes to the surface looking for a wife to help continue the lineage of his nearly extinct tribe, but he eventually becomes an ally to the Ryusoldiers. Ryuso Gold brought an aquatic motif into a Dinosaur Knight season, which gave the show some contrast. His looking for a bride gimmick gives him an entertaining motivation that separates him from the more stoic core team. He also adds a different aspect to the Ryusoldier lore by showing that the Ryuso tribe extends beyond the main Rangers. He appeared in 35 episodes of Ryusoldier plus some movie appearances.
What's up?
Power Rangers Dino Fury featured Ion, a Rafkonian warrior from Zeto's original team, who was preserved in stasis for millions of years after being separated from them. He emerged from his stasis pod and initially clashed with Zeto over the decisions that led to the Sporix disaster. After working things out with Zeto, he joined the Dino Fury Rangers as the Gold Ranger.
Mosa Fury, Go, Ranger!
Ion had a direct link to Rafkon's past, Zato's original team, and the origin of the Sporix, making him more tied to the season's central mythology than a typical late-season power boost. He also returned in Cosmic Fury.
Yeah, that checks out. I remember seeing some of that show. The comedy was definitely more for kids, but it had some good moments in there for getting some adults and Ranger fans mixed in, or just wanted to see where it went.
Kiramager's sixth ranger was Takemichi Crystalia, who transforms into Kirame Silver. He was a treasure hunter who traveled the world. He was Murio's long-lost older brother and an adopted member of Mabushina's family after becoming a human Crystarian hybrid.
The more you know.
Kirame Silver added a cool adventurer vibe to the show, with a suit that felt more rugged, like an explorer, with goggles and a utility pouch. He first appeared in episode 12 of Kiramager and was a big part of the show going forward. In 2021, Super Sentai had a huge anniversary season with Zenkaiger, featuring Zox Goldsweeker, better known as Tsukaiser or Tukaiser. He was a pirate from the parallel world of Kaizokutopia. He traveled across worlds with his family aboard the Crocodile, searching for the Toziru gear that would restore his younger brothers to their original forms. He initially clashes with the Zenkaigers because their Sentai gears resemble the Toziru gears, but later on he becomes an occasional ally. Tukaiser is basically a pirate-themed anniversary 6th Ranger built in the image of Gokai Red, making him an homage to Gokaiger. His equipment was created by
Yeah, I was gonna say, you kind of reminds me of a Gokaiger Ranger that didn't make it to the main team, but was instead built here.
Flint Goldsweeker using stolen technology, and his whole family are pirates inspired by the Gokaigers. He also has a flashy fighting style, using cartwheels, gunplay, and dirty tactics when it benefits him. Zox debuts as Tukaiser in episode 8 and appears throughout the series, plus various movies and specials. Next we look at a really unique 6th Ranger from Don Brothers, Jiro Momotani, who transforms into Don Dorogoku and Don Torobolt. Like Taro Momoi, Jiro was found as a baby inside a peach-shaped capsule and raised in a village. After Taro disappeared, Jiro left his village and eventually became Don Dorogoku, stepping into the Don Brothers world as their 6th Ranger. Jiro is unusual because his 6th Ranger identity is split across 2 forms and personalities. His standard form, Don Dorogoku, is dragon-themed and gold-colored, while Don Torobolt is a more aggressive tiger-themed ranger. He uses the Ryuko no Geki, carries 6th Ranger Avataro gears, and can transform into 6th Rangers from past Sentai teams, making him another legacy-powered 6th Ranger in the mold of Gokaiger and Zenkaiger.
I like it. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Spider-Man.
King Oger's 6th Ranger was Jeremy Brasserie, better known as Spider Kumonos. Jeremy debuted as a mysterious figure, later revealed to be a half-human, half-Bugnarok, tied deeply to Chikyu's hidden past. He's the son of a Bugnarok princess named Nephila, and much of his story is built around ending the conflict between humanity and the Bugnarok. After stepping out of the shadows, he transforms into Spider Kumonos and becomes the 6th member of the King Ogers. Jeremy is both the 6th Ranger and the narrator of the season, making him feel woven into the structure of the show itself. His identity as someone caught between human and Bugnarok gave him the title King of the In-Between, and his spider motif, illusion abilities, and poison-based weaponry gave him a really unique style. He also helps establish a 6th kingdom for the Bugnarok. From episode 11 through to the end of the show, Jeremy was a huge part of King Oger.
Purple Moon Ranger. Nice.
2024's Boon Boomger featured Boon Violet. Sakito Homura was an interstellar traveler who arrived on Earth with Boon Diesel before he eventually joined the team. Boon Violet has a unique space traveler vibe compared to the main Boon Boomgers. He has a transformation device that looks like a game controller, and his suit looks like a racing suit that a pro driver might wear. Sakito and Boon Diesel debut in episode 16, which kicked off a 3-part introduction arc. He remained a major character through the rest of Boon Boomger.
Oh. Crystal Ranger. Well,
Now we arrive at the final 6th Ranger, Goju Polar from Gojuger, the final season of Super Sentai. Mashiro became Goju Polar through the power of the Polar Rings instead of transforming with the same standard setup as the core Gojugers. His story is tied heavily to Good Burn and Bear Kuma 50, with Bear Kuma serving as his companion and weapon. Goju Polar is a white, polar bear-themed 6th Ranger with cryokinesis. Unlike
Really, we couldn't put that together.
With the primary Gojujers, Mashiro can't initiate retransformations the same way his teammates can, which immediately separates his power set from the core team. Bear Kuma also makes him feel really unique, functioning as both a companion and a weapon instead of just a normal transformation item. He debuted in episode 16 of Gojuger. So there you have it, every 6th Ranger from both Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Let me know which of these Rangers is your favorite in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean a lot to me if you smack the shit out of that like button. If you're new here, be sure to transform into a subscriber by hitting subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Already subscribed, dude. Looking forward to seeing the next part of every Ranger ever of the red color. Looking forward to seeing that one as we go on to it. I remember seeing every blue, yellow, red Ranger thing, but that was like a hyper version considering they didn't explain them, and it was also the fact that it was like, oh shoot, I think it was like 3 years ago when I first started the channel. I found that little compilation and did well for views, but let's just say I think that list might need an update considering what Economy Toku is doing here with their every Red Ranger. Looking forward to seeing what they do here and looking forward to seeing that video. Hope you guys are going to join me for it as we go through the Every Ranger Ever next.